Hey everybody, Tanya Humphrey here from Colorado. Do you struggle with what to post on your fan page? And are you wondering about content ideas and how to come up with content? If you are, you're going to want to stick around because on today's Daily Dose of Awesome, I'm going to cover 5 different types of posts that you should be incorporating into your posting plan when you are posting on your fan page. So as you're hopping on, go ahead and drop your name and where you're from in the comments so I can say hello and see where everyone's coming in from. Hey, Kevin. All right, coming in from Denver. Nice. I'm in Colorado too. Just go ahead and drop name, where you're coming in from so I can say hi and then say hello. Don't be shy. Let's see who else we got. Hey, Mel, nice from Hawaii. How's the weather out there? Let me know how things are there. It's kind of cold here today. Hey, how you doing from New Jersey? Nice. All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about content on your fan page because honestly, one of the biggest questions that we get asked here in the mentoring community, and I guess I should introduce myself. For those that don't know me, my name is Tanya Humphrey, and I'm one of the mentors in the EMP Fast Track group. And so one of the questions that we get asked a lot, besides what do I spend my time on, right? That's one of the things. The other thing we get asked a lot is, what do I post on my fan page? How do I come up with content? So I'm going to give you 5 ideas today on things you should be. Hey, Helena. Hey, Laura. Hey, Marina. Thanks for coming in, guys. Good to see everybody. Hey, Mel. So today we're going to go ahead and give 5 content strategies that you guys can incorporate into your daily fan page postings, because it really is a question that we get asked a lot. So that would give you 5 things that work pretty well for me. So, all right, we're going to hop right into it. As you guys are hopping on, don't forget to put where you're coming in from and say hello. Oh, and if you're catching the replay, be sure to drop the word replay in so that we know that you caught the replay after the fact, and I'll come back and check in with the comments and stuff. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. And the first type of post is what we're doing right now, a live. And I don't know if you noticed, but every day on the Elite Marketing Pro page, they do a live, right? They have somebody in every day, 5 days a week. So 5 days a week they do it, not on the weekends. They do a ton of lives, and the reason for that is that we know that this is the quickest way to build the know, like, and trust factor with your audience, because they get to hear your voice. They get to know your personality a little bit. You can share stories, so people feel like they get to know you a lot quicker than when you don't do live videos. The other thing is that Facebook will show lives before they show other content to your audience. So the more lives that you're doing, the better chance of getting good engagement on your page. As long as you stay consistent with it and you keep at it, lives are one of the best ways to go about it. And if you're struggling with, okay, that's great, but how do I come up with content, right? One of the ways that you can do it is you can go out and start to research subjects that your audience cares about, and then share what you learn, right? And put your own personal spin on it, put your thoughts, opinions on it, and share what you learned through a live video. Hey, Ron, thanks for joining, coming in from California. Nice. So you can share your, what you learned on the subjects in your live videos, similar to what I'm doing here. The other thing is you can ask questions to get your audience to engage. So that's how I started this live, was I asked a question, right? And I'll do that several times throughout it. And the reason for that is so that your audience will engage more with the lives. Here's another thing that you can do is if you're following gurus in your industry, right? So all of us have somebody we follow, right? And we kind of get education from them. If you're following guru pages in your industry, you can go and see what is their audience asking? What questions are they asking? And guess what, guys? That's your target market. Start answering those questions. Put together a live to answer those questions. Hey, Colleen, thanks for joining. Thanks for hopping on. So that's another way that you can get content ideas, is see what people are asking your industry gurus and then answer the questions and put together a live. So that's the first type of post, is lives. And the reason it's number 1 is because it really is one of the most powerful posts you can put on your page. Okay, the second type of posts that you can do are inspirational or funny quotes. Hey, Sharon, thanks for hopping on. A lot of people, when they get to a business page, they think, oh, everything has to be super business, kind of stoic, right? But your audience wants to know more sides of you than just the business side of it. So if you have a really good sense of humor, if you love to laugh, most people I think do, right? Hey, Ed, thanks for hopping on. Then go ahead and put, funny memes out there. Try to keep them PG. Don't go racy. But show your personality a little bit. Put out some humor. Put out inspirational quotes. What are things that speak to you? Are there inspirational videos that really speak to you? Are there quotes themselves that speak to you? And you can actually make inspirational quotes branded to your brand. So you can put your logo, right, and put together a meme yourself and put your logo on it, or a picture of you with the quote. Just make sure that you give credit to whoever originally did the quote, right? That's super important. But you can include those on your page. It gives your audience an opportunity to laugh, to be inspired. Life can be a little tough sometimes. Yes, Colleen, laughter is the best medicine. I totally agree, right? So life can be a little tough sometimes. So be that light in somebody's life by doing a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of laughter. And I'll tell you something, people engage a lot on things that are funny. That is probably one of the most engaged things on my page, is something that's funny. People will comment or laugh or interact with it. So that's the other kind of post. Hey, Lynn, thanks for hopping on. Okay, the third type of post that you can do on your page that gets, good interaction is lifestyle posts. Now, what do I mean by that? Are you heading out on vacation and, your business was part of what paid for that vacation? Post pictures of your vacation. Let them know, and then ask a question of your audience. Hey, we're heading to London. Who's been, and what are the most important things to do while we're there? Right? And so get them to engage and to share their information with you while still presenting like you're going on a really cool vacation, right? Maybe you're not going on vacation, but because of your business, you're able to take your son or daughter to the zoo in the middle of the day, which a normal 9-to-5 job, they probably wouldn't be able to do that, right? And so post a picture of you and the kiddos at the zoo. And then ask a question like, what does time freedom mean to you? And get your people to interact. And so it's showing the kind of lifestyle you have based on your business, while at the same time asking questions and asking people to interact with you. So it's kind of a double whammy. It gives two different ways for them to engage with you and get to know you a little bit better. So basically just start thinking about how has your business helped your life, and then start posting about those things. And guys, you can actually do this on the product side as well. So if you're someone who, let's say you're health and wellness and you've lost like 80 pounds or 30 pounds or 20 pounds, whatever it might be, there's nothing wrong with putting up your before and after and telling your story. Don't just put the picture, but tell your story, right, about your journey. And share that with your audience. So that's another way that you can use your lifestyle posts and relate them to your business as well. And create some curiosity around what you're doing, right? You don't want to blast the name of your products or the name of your company everywhere. So you're going to keep that curiosity, but still tell your story about your products, right? So that's a third type, is lifestyle posts. The fourth type of posts, and this is one that I love because you do get a lot of interaction, is asking questions. And you can use this also to gather data about what it is that your audience wants to learn about. So you can actually ask your audience, what is it that they need to know? What are their interests? And you can do it in ways that are kind of unique and different without being super direct. So I am gonna read a couple things because I want to make sure I don't forget of the actual questions. So let's say, for example, that your network marketing business is health and wellness. You can ask something like, what motivates you to work out? Or do you believe healthy eating or exercise is more important when it comes to losing weight? Right, so that's another example for health wellness. Also, let's say that you're a travel agent and your business is travel. You could ask something like, when you travel, do you like to see local attractions or stick to the touristy areas? Or what's most difficult about planning a vacation? Or you could ask, if you could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would it be? And you're getting your audience to engage in that. And then once you have the answers to these questions, and this is the important part, right? You're gathering data. Once you have the answers to these questions, put together a live or a post of some sort and create value for your audience. So let's say you ask, where would you most like to go on vacation in the world? And they say, oh, Tahiti's been on my list, right? And you have multiple people that's on their list. Go out and educate yourself about Tahiti. Start giving tourist information about Tahiti. Start giving travel tips about where they're going. Help them plan that dream vacation, right? So start educating them. Just like as an example, if they say exercise is more important than eating, in their opinion, to losing weight, then put together something like 5 exercises they can do before work, right? If they say healthy eating is more important than exercise, put together recipes that are healthy, right? And lower fat or lower carb or whatever goes along with your program. But that the reason for asking questions is to gather data. And then you can also do some just fun questions, right? They don't all have to be gathering data. Some of it can just be something like drop a picture of your dog or drop a picture of your animal below. And this is to get people to start engaging on your page, because the more they engage, the more they're going to see of your stuff. So these are just some ideas around questions. You can gather data, but you can also just ask and get to know your audience as well. Okay, so the 5th type of post, this last one, is going to be a fill in the blank. And so the reason for this is really getting your audience to engage on posts, right? And you can ask questions in this as well, and it makes your audience, it makes it real simple for them to drop a quick answer right in there, and it really does get people to engage. The people love to answer questions. They love to talk a little bit about themselves, as long as it's not too personal, usually online before they know somebody. So, oh, thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you're getting value. I feel like I haven't done a lot of asking questions, so I'm going to do it now. Can you guys tell me if you're getting value out of this, or if you already use some of these, which ones are working best for you on your page? I would like to know that. Let me know which of these is working best for you right now. Okay, so the 5th one is fill in the blank, and I'm going to give you guys some examples of the type of fill in blank that you can do. And these are some that I've actually done and have worked pretty well. So here's the first one. If I could have one superpower, it would be blank. And I had people fill in flying. I would want to be invisible. I had some really random ones that I don't remember, but it was fun and kind of funny, and people like to actually fill in what the superpower would be. Here's another one. My favorite coffee drink is blank, and have them fill it in, right? Coffee's a huge industry. A lot of people drink it, so a lot of people have that answer. My favorite sports team is blank. With this one, I actually learned quite a bit about the people in my audience and what it is that they're really into as far as sports went. And then I referenced that later. So if they stayed on my page, they engaged on other posts, and I might reference, hey, how are your Cowboys doing there in Dallas, right? And so they were like, oh, she remembered that I'm a Dallas fan. So that's the way you got to use the answers, and just make sure that you kind of incorporate them as you're interacting with your audience, right? What it does is it builds rapport, or builds rapport with your, with your audience. So the travel tips, love it. Awesome. I'm so glad, Diane. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it. Okay, so another one, freedom to me means blank. This is another one where I got some kind of deep answers on this one. It was kind of cool. And it also gave me insight into my audience of, what is it that they're really dreaming about, right? Because usually freedom to me means blank is something like more time with my kids, right? Or having the financial freedom to go on vacation. I got some pretty cool answers on this one, and it gave me some insight into what it is that my audience is looking for. So those are just a few examples of the fill in the blank that you can do. You want to keep them short and simple so that people don't have to write a novel, because most people won't sit down and do that. But so little short answers they'll usually do, and you get quite a bit of interaction on your page. And then a few things to remember when you're posting to your audience. It can take a while to figure out what makes your audience tick. So just because something is not effective the first time around, it's okay. Tweak it, make a few changes, and figure out what it is that your audience is really all about and what it is that they want to talk about. So just stick with it, stay consistent. And eventually you'll figure out what it is that makes them tick. So, all right, guys, I'm seeing some values. I'm seeing some great tips. I'm so glad you guys got value out of this. And if you know someone else that maybe is struggling with what content to put on their fan page, go ahead and share this with them. Maybe they need the message as well. Thanks, Sharon. I appreciate it. And don't forget to join us tomorrow, same time, same channel, and one of our other mentors will be on to add some more value to your day. All right, guys, that's it for Daily Dose of Awesome. Have a great week. Happy Monday.